Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. And of course, you got your favorite three hosts of the most, Mark, Will, and Twine. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on? What's the deal? What's the
Not
deal?
much,
What's
fellas.
going on, Twine?
All right, brother. How was y'all's Thanksgiving?
It was good, man. It was good. Can't complain. How about yours?
Good,
frequent
good.
frequent flyer.
It was good, man. We pulled out the grill, man. We did some traditional sides and stuff, but grilled meats, burgers, steaks, chicken, that sort of thing.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, man. But I'm sitting out on the porch in tank top and shorts, man. I mean, the weather was beautiful.
You
I
ain't gotta
come
rub
back,
it in. You ain't
as
gotta
soon as I
rub it
get off
in.
the plane, it's snowing.
You ain't gotta rub it in, man. That's what. Welcome to Derby City, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What was it out there? About 88 or something like that? What was the temperature out there?
No, it was about 77, right around 80 degrees every day. You know what I mean? It'd get a little cooler at night, around 60 degrees at night.
Right.
It wasn't too bad.
Right.
Yeah, we drove up into the mountains and took some pictures, man. It was really nice.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well,
Mhm.
glad you made it back safely and all that kind of good stuff like that. For you guys, don't forget where to find us at pretty much everywhere. You know what I'm saying? 54 Sports Network, social media. Go ahead and give us a follow, like, subscribe. This particular show, the Mark and Will Show, is on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get you guys ready for the NFL, the recaps and things like that. So we're gonna start out today. With a game that happened Thursday. Not that one, not the Chargers. Let's get it on here. Let's go on down a little bit. Not that. Here we go. The Cowboys. I guess I didn't want to see it, but I had to see it. Lions 44, Cowboys 30. Resorted back to the shootout in the OK Corral and couldn't stop anybody. If you had Gibbs, you balled in fantasy. I think he had like 37 points. Dude was just out of control. 3 TDs. And I don't know what Mr. Amon, whatever St. Brown took for that ankle. Because you could tell he wasn't he wasn't 100%, but he was doing his stuff regardless, no matter what. I don't know what he did or whatever, and hell, he still walking around not limping. He was at the Louisville, Indiana game yesterday. Dude did his thing. I mean, and Dan Campbell, hats off to him because it was looking kind of frightful. They still trying to fight for the playoffs because you best believe if they don't make it to the playoffs, he gonna have to go get him another offensive coordinator. I mean, he had one. He took the job away from him, start calling them plays, and it's the same old stuff. This different play caller. You got Golf getting rid of the ball. You got the two-headed monsters, Gibbs and Montgomery running back. You got Jameson catching everything, going on deep routes, and I mean it's a fun offense unless you're playing against them. CD Lamb ended up getting hurt in the game. He was balling. He was probably on his way to 200 yards receiving. Mr. Pickens, everybody trying to attack him and all that kind of stuff like that. Talking about he would look like he was getting the effort and things, but people fail to realize he was on the injury report all that week. But it's hard to beat the Lions there. You gotta break some defense. If you don't break no defense, you ain't beating them there. And they definitely did not. Big Dog, what's your thoughts on the game?
This game right here, I mean, the crazy thing about it, though, even though it was the Detroit stuff, I mean, Dallas still had a fighting chance to try to come back and make something miracle happen. But the biggest takeaway from this is Dak gets sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get sacked 5 times a game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he put up decent numbers, the 2 interceptions and stuff like that, but Dallas's offense is good. We know that. Their offense is going hunt. It's good. It's just that the defense, the schemes and stuff they got to worry about. But that offense is legit.
Yeah.
That offense is good. And for them to put up the points they did against Detroit was pretty good. But like you said, Dan Campbell's going to end up getting off the coordinator next year. He's going to have to.
Yeah. They're 8-5, 5-2 at home. And then I love what Dan Campbell was doing because they was attacking that rookie corner. That dude, boy, you talking about some film work. Dude was falling down, didn't know where the ball was, all kinds of stuff, man. It was disgusting. Stats, what you get on the game?
Oh man, Dak Prescott, 31 of 47, 376 yards, 1 TD, 2 INTs. Jared Goff, 25 of 34, 309 yards, 1 TD. Javonte Williams, 17 carries for 67 yards, 1 touchdown. David Montgomery, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 carries, 43 yards, 3 touchdowns. CD Lamb, like you said, was on his way to a record game before getting injured. 6 receptions, 121 yards. Ryan Flournoy backs him up with 115 and a touchdown. Jameson Williams, on the other hand, was the Detroit's leading receiver. It's 96 yards. Let me see what we got here. The Lions defense recorded 5 sacks and forced 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, a significant improvement from the previous game. CD Lamb, 6 catches, 121 before leaving the game in the third quarter with a concussion. Lions QB Jared Goff is efficient, completing 25 of 34 for 309 yards, 1 touchdown. The playoff implications: the Lions 8-5 improved their playoff probability to 54% with the win, keeping them in the hunt for a wild card spot and within a game of the NFC North leaders. The Cowboys, on the other hand, playoff chances plummeted to around 7% with the loss, making their path to the postseason an uphill battle.
Yeah, they can forget about that. Unless Philly collapse, they can forget about that. Yeah, really. I mean, granted that we got a team that lost today, which they probably shouldn't have lost, which kind of keeps things flickering, but it is what it is. Next up, we have the Dolphins blast the Jets 34-10. Are the Dolphins trying to? They down 6 or 7. Are they trying to keep the coach around? Is that what they're doing? Because I think they done won like about probably 3 in a row or something like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. They have won 4 games in a row since losing to the Ravens. And it's been some chopped liver, except for they beat the Bills, dominate the Bills. Beat the Commanders, the Saints, and of course the Jets. I don't know, man. I mean, there's 4 more games to play. They still got the Steelers, they got the Bengals. Those are 2 hard games, of course. You got the Bucks, which I would say hard, but after today's showing, you don't know. Um, I don't know, man. It's just that I'm thinking, oh boy, he's out. But if they have a winning record, do they keep him? Do they keep McDaniel's? Do they keep his ass? And really, he should be out the door like the GM. But I don't know, man. I mean, they may end up with a winning record. And who would have thought that? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Jets is no good, but like I said, in the 4 game winning streak, they destroyed the Bills. So keeping everything relevant, I mean, I guess you get him on the cheap end. I mean, it is what it is. And Achan is a monster. I always stay on him because that's Don's favorite player. Seemed like in fantasy, but dude, hey, he's been rocking and rolling, man, big time. So hey, good win for the Dolphins. Road win, even though it is the lowly Jets. But hey, any road win's a good win. What you thinking, big dog?
I mean, the run game for the Miami Dolphins today absolutely destroyed the Jets today. Defense stepped up tremendously today, but the Jets don't have a quarterback. They don't have identity. They don't have anything. I know the head coach when he came over there, he was banking on Fields, but it's like, was you really banking on Fields to
Right.
be your longevity quarterback? So now he got to come out and make some decisions on the future of the quarterbacks there. But Miami's most definitely fighting for that coach. They like that coach, but he'll make it throughout the year. But I think he'll end up being fired towards the end of the year once the season's over with.
Who the hell is
Mm,
Brady Cook?
I don't know.
I mean, who the hell is Brady Cook, bro? Like, he's he's a rookie from Missouri, bro. I mean, Tyrod Taylor, did he get hurt or something? Because he only had four
Yeah, he got
attempts.
hurt. He got
He
knocked
was
out.
He must got knocked out early, early,
Yeah.
early. Okay, okay. What you got, stats? I know I probably I didn't know who Cook was, man.
me neither, man. Tua, 13 to 21, 127 yards, 1 TD. Brady Cook, 14 to 30, 163, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 6 times also.
Mm.
Jalen Wright, 24 carries, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. Devon Achan, 7 carries, 92 yards, 1 touchdown.
Lord Jesus.
Um, yeah, on the other hand, we got Brees Hall, 14 carries, 43 yards, leading rusher. Jalen Waddle, 5 for 50, 1 TD, is leading receiver for Miami. Mason Taylor, 5 for 51, no touchdowns, receiving for the New York Jets today. Um, Miami rushed for 239 yards compared to New York 65, dominating on the ground. Tua improved his record in cold weather games, 41 degrees at kickoff. The Dolphins secured the 4th straight win in a 5th and 6th games, keeping their AFC wildcard hopes alive. Um, Tyrod Taylor left in the first half with a groin injury and did not
Mm.
return. Rookie Braden Crook relieved him. Dolphins running back Devon Achan also left with a rib injury in the first half, but was not officially ruled out. Miami's defense overwhelmed the struggling Jets offense, which was already missing key players due to a trade and injury.
I don't know. Well, but that's just imagine if HM played the whole game, what that looked like. 7 carries,
Yeah.
92 yards. Lord, at least the rookie got to eat. I think that's the rookie from Tennessee, so at least he got to take care of business and show off his wheels. Uh, yeah, like I said, man. I mean, what you think, stats? If they have a winning record, does the McDaniel stay the head coach?
Uh, no, I actually think you know what I mean. This was just one of those fluke games. I mean, well, not necessarily a fluke game, but it's the Jets. You're supposed to win this game, right? But the recent streak. Who are the teams in that recent streak that they just recently beat?
Like I said, it was the Saints, Jets, Commanders, and Bills. The Bills is the
Now
they
the
beat
Bills is the only quality win
30 to
right
13.
there. Right. The rest of those you should have won, right? I mean, you expected to win, or should have been competitive in those games, rather. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this saves him. I don't think this saves him at all.
Yeah. You know how owners
Now, if
certain
they go into the playoffs and
you know how certain ownerships are. Some people don't want to hire new coaches, and if you end the season 9-8, and I mean he should go. I mean I'm not trying to save his job or nothing. What you thinking, big dog?
He's done, bro. Like
I
after the
hope so.
season's over, but he's done. They're gonna let it. They're gonna let it rat out. They're gonna let it rat out. Let him coach everything or whatever. But after this season, it's over.
I hope
He's gone.
so. And I'm not a Dolphins fan, but I hope so. I'm just tired of looking at that. We had a biggie. We had a biggie. Steelers 27, Ravens 22. My gosh. Mark, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start this. I know it's your team. I know you was all in tune on this. What about this game, Mark?
Uh, First off, I'm happy that they got the win. The win is cool. The win is cool. But we have to score in the red zone when we get in the red zone. We had a couple of trips there. It didn't pan out to get no touchdown. You got to score when you get there. I love that Aaron Rodgers threw the ball down the field to DK today to show that DK can still play because DK is missing all season. We ain't really been giving him and feeding the ball like we should or whatever. But Baltimore, they not looking like Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on over there or what the case may be, but that ain't the same Baltimore team that we used to seeing. I mean, don't get it twisted. This was a divisional game and it was a dogfight towards the end of this game or whatever, but that's not the same. It ain't the same Baltimore team. And then with likely, that's going to be controversial because to me,
Woo!
that was a
Yeah,
touchdown.
yeah.
That was a touchdown. They want to talk about making a football move and all that old crazy stuff. Nah, dude took 3 steps and had the ball in his hand.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what this game turned out to be if he scored.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But our defense did just enough to get this win. But that's going to be talked about all week long.
Yeah,
'Cause that was
yeah.
a touchdown.
Because because it's crazy, even though a receiver, of course, is different from a running back. Because as soon as the running back has the ball and it crosses the planes, a touchdown. So when you receive it, it seems like they keep on adding things to it. You have to make a move. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you have to make a move in the end zone when you catch the ball? Because when somebody catches in the corner and they tap their toes down, and they catch the
Yep.
ball and they have to go through the process of all this. But if you catch it, it is. Duke caught it and headed out like that, took those steps, got the ball knocked out, and it was like, okay, yeah, incomplete. But I would say this: I don't know what's going on with Lamar. This is a bad. Even though he, been hurt, he's been back since that injury. Not looking good. Not looking good. And like Mark said, it is divisional, and we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers has his number, even though I think he won like twice last year or something anyway. But they still has won more games than he has. But it ain't even just him; it's the whole offense. Henry did get the ball 25 times. He had 94 yards, but it doesn't look smooth. And that defense is not the defense. All you have to say, let me just say this: Baltimore is 3-5 at home. They have 5
Great.
losses at home. You don't see that. You don't hear that at all. That's amazing. Stats, what you got?
yeah, Baltimore hasn't been Baltimore even with Lamar this year. You know what I mean? Now we do have to, take to account, those games that he missed or whatever. But Baltimore hasn't been Baltimore even with him
Right.
this season. Um,
True.
so yeah, I'm gonna look at these stats. Aaron Rodgers, 23 of 34, 284 yards, 1 touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 19 of 35, 219, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kenneth Gainwell, 4 carries, 15 yards, 1 touchdowns, leading rusher for Pittsburgh today. Derrick Henry, 25 carries, 94 yards, no touchdowns. Lamar Jackson also had a rushing touchdown today. DK Metcalf, which I think this is probably the most he's been used in probably about 4 or 5 years. 7 receptions, 148 yards, no touchdowns though today. Jalen Warren got that one. Zay Flowers, on the other hand, 8 receptions, 124 yards for the Ravens. No touchdowns for him, but Isaiah Likely was the lone touchdown catch for Baltimore today. Aaron Rodgers, 284 yards, also ran for a score today. Strong performance. Potential game-winning touchdown catch by Baltimore's Isaiah Likely was overturned late in the game after replay. Steelers took sole possession of the first place in the AFC North with the win, dramatically improving their postseason outlook. The Steelers lost tight end Darnell Washington and linebacker Malik Harrison to concussions. Ravens running back Keaton Mitchell left with a knee injury. Alex Highsmith seals the win for Pittsburgh with a sack on Lamar Jackson on the final play. Yeah, so yeah, the Ravens not looking like the Ravens. The Steelers, they're looking a bit better than I thought they would, at the beginning of the season. Good game, good win for them.
That the crazy thing is that with this division being so tight, they just only one game out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just actually one game, and it's like this is really, really remarkable when you look at it and you think about it. Period. Because let's not forget, Lamar missed 4 games, and
Yep.
and Pittsburgh, they have to run. I mean, not Pittsburgh. Bengals have to run the table. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff like that. But yeah, it's a mess, and whoever wants it. And Pittsburgh is sitting good right now. But what the last 4 games they have, they got the Dolphins, they got to go to the Lions,
Yep.
they got the Browns, and then they got the Ravens again. Like it's going down to the last game of the season, pretty much. But
Yep.
if the
Okay.
Ravens keep doing what they do, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's be real. Because the Ravens, let's see what they schedule. They have the Bengals, which is going to be tough as hell because Joey Bucket's back throwing, and it's at Cincinnati. They got the Patriots coming in town. That's another hard ass game. Then you got to go to the Packers, and then the Steelers. They got the hardest schedule. Yeah. Steelers is coming up out of there. Yeah, it's too many. Yeah, I can't see the way the Ravens are playing right now. I can't see them sweeping that. I can't even see them 3-1. They best bet is 2-2 because it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard. Because Bengals is gonna try to put something on them next week.
Yeah.
Next week. So yeah. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Question on that real quick. Real quick. Is Harbaugh untouchable? Like, how people's
It's between
how
between
windows
Elvin and Mike
close.
Tomlin.
How people's windows close, and maybe they have missed their opportunity because that defense is trash.
It's between him and Mike Tomlin is the ones to me I feel like is the coaches. They gonna leave on their own terms.
Yeah.
I think Harbaugh is legit solid in Baltimore.
Gonna start looking like Tom Landry did. You get these coaches in there for 30 years, man, and only win one championship,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Let's go. He's only won one, and Thomas won what, one also? So it's like,
One. Yeah, that's it.
how long do you give these people, right? Like, come on, man.
Exactly.
I don't know what you think of stats.
No, I think he's one of those coaches like Dog said, that's going to get the benefit of the doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give you a little bit more leeway just because of your name, right? And what you've done previously. right? You know, so I think they'll give him some time.
Right. He didn't have time. I'm just saying, I don't think he's gonna have that defense like it is, bro. Like because every time
Now
that
Lamar,
defense,
on the other hand,
well, every time that defense, thing about it is you can win with Lamar. That defense is trash. That defense has covered a lot of mistakes that offense has made in the past. And Lamar can put on a cape and do what he's got to do. But when your defense is not in the top 10 like how they normally are, you can't have a suspect game. Lamar has to be perfect, and he's not going to be perfect. You know. So my thing is, you a hard-nosed coach. You a special team coach. You a defensive minded type coach. That defense has been trash for the past 2 years now. What are you gonna do? Granted, you've been losing your coordinators, but man, you got to get it fixed because otherwise, you done pay Lamar 50-something million, and does Lamar leave when it's time to come? I mean, and that'd be solely on him because if you get rid of him, you talking about that city going bananas.
Yeah, they lose their mind if you get rid of Lamar. Lamar is Baltimore.
Yeah, he is. You got to work on that defense.
that's
bro.
the problem.
Nah, to me, the problem is the defense. Because we done seen Baltimore win with Brad Johnson. And
They had a hell of a defense,
my
too.
fault. Trent Difford. Brad
Yeah,
Johnson
yeah,
better than
yeah,
Trent
yeah.
Difford. And he was garbage. So, if you get defense, I mean, come on, dude. Lamar ain't got to throw for 300. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not gonna throw for 300. That's another. He's not gonna throw for 300. He's not that dude.
But he don't need to
He's
throw for
200 or
300.
less every week.
He don't need to throw for 300, though.
Right.
Hell, even his
You
MVP,
right.
even his MVP seasons, he wasn't doing that. But he'll have 5 TDs or 4 TDs.
Yeah, but he was using his legs though. Yeah, he was using his legs then. He's not necessarily using his legs as much as he used to.
Not this year, because he's been hurt. He's banged up.
Yeah.
He's banged
Yeah,
up.
that's crazy that you bring that up, too, Stacks, because in this game today, you could tell that he was hesitant on, you could damn near look at him and be like, damn, he's thinking about if he wants to run the ball or not.
Yeah, because he ain't
'Cause there was
100%.
a couple of plays I know for a fact he could have took off. He could have took off on a whole lot, but he was hesitant. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's not 100% at all.
No. Mm-mm. And we all know running quarterbacks become passing quarterbacks. Randall Cunningham and them did not run every year. After they hit that peak and they started tailing off and getting injured, they don't run the ball no more. You got to pick that shit out. And that's what old boy's going to have to do that too. He got to slow his stuff down too before he get knocked out. Big boy Allen. The Saints
Oh yeah.
come marching in. Wow, this right here, I didn't have this on the bingo card for sure. Saints 24, Bucks 20. Look at Shuck. Hey, you baby. Y'all have earned that S back on that name. I'm gonna leave you guys alone. Yes. What's up with Baker Maker, man? I mean, what is the deal? How did you lose this game to them, especially when Carolina has been solid? You cannot lose this game, and you did. To a rookie quarterback that had 2 rushing TDs on you. Wow. Talking about under 200, Baker Maker. Wow. This is yeah. If you don't if Tampa doesn't go to the playoffs, this is the game you circle. This is the game you circle. Because now you have breathed life into Panthers. Panthers already been solid this year. But now you said, okay, we're going to cough this one up at home and allow you guys on your break to be tied with us. And we're going down the stretch with 4 games left. Ridiculous. Big dog, what you got?
For one, this game, I mean, it's a divisional game. We understand that. But to have Tyler to run for 2 touchdowns on you and win the game, that's crazy. Baker ain't been bakering. He ain't been baking like he was early in the season. I mean, the oven is messed up, brother. You need to get it fixed because it ain't doing right. I mean, he got some nice receivers over there, bro. He only threw for 122.
Right.
The Saints defense ain't that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude got weapons over there, and they didn't show up at all today. You know what I'm saying? I see they trying to get Bucky in the system. You know what I'm saying? Get him back going because he had a hell of a game last week. But
Right.
my God, they didn't look good at all today. And this week, Saints, good win. I put the S on it.
You got to. You got to put the S back on it, right? You got to. Stats, what you got?
Oh man, the Bucks, man, all season, man, they've been, overachieving with, all the injuries and things they've been dealing with this season. For them to run into a Saints team and lose like this is, it's a little disturbing. Tyler Shuck, rather, 144 yards, 1 INT. Baker Mayfield, on the other hand, 122, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Devin Neal, leading rusher for New Orleans with 70 yards, 1 touchdown. Shuck had 2 rushing touchdowns today. Bucky Irvin, 15 carries for 55 yards, is leading rusher for Tampa Bay today. Devon Vele, 40 yards receiving, was a leading receiver for New Orleans. Chris Godwin, on the other hand, 55 yards, no touchdowns receiving for him. Tampa Bay quarterback started strong, 5 of 5 passing, but the offense stalled in the second half. The upset loss means the Bucks division lead has vanished, tightening the NFC South race with the idle Panthers, also 7-6. The game was played in persistent rain, which may have affected the passing game for both teams. The Saints ended a 2-game losing streak with a road victory. Overachieving for Bucks all season. This is a wake-up call for them, right at playoff time, getting close to playoff time, rather.
Right. Yeah, you can't lose this game, bro. Like, both teams played in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. Like, man, you got rookies out there and second-year players that did you in. You could not afford to lose this game, man. And this, like I said, Carolina, man, I mean, as much as I like to get on them and all that kind of stuff, they're looking solid, and you only helping them out. You are really helping them out, and that's what you did today. That's remarkable, man. Bad loss. Speaking of bad loss, Jags 36, Colts 19, and the bad loss is Danny Dimes, Danny Buckets, Danny DeVito is gone. Dude blew his Achilles. It's over because the threat of him passing the ball and open up the lanes and you can't really focus, on the running back. You can't focus on Jonathan Taylor. Now you can. So his season of all these yardage and TDs is getting ready to go to hell. Because that everybody's dropping their safety and is going to make Mr. Leonard throw the ball. Man, that sucks. That's bad, bro. Because the Colts, man, I mean, hell, they done lost. How many games they done lost now? They done lost, let's see, real quick.
5.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, how many in a row? They have lost 3 games in a row. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Woo-wee. You talking about starting off with 8-2, and now you 8-5, 2-4 away. You lost your quarterback. And Jags, man, hey, hats off to them. 9-4, taking care of business, taking control of everything. Took control of the division. 1 game up now, doing their thing, man. And it's yeah. So now the Colts has got the battle Houston, who's got a big game tonight. Big Dog, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, the Colts season is pretty much over with. I just got to look at the remainder of their schedule. I don't even think they're gonna win another game.
Woo!
They might not even win another game with Jones being gone because, like, you just hit it on the head. Like, now everybody's gonna focus on Taylor.
Yep. It's a wrap.
Taylor ain't running the ball no more. All them 2-3 touchdowns a game, like it's over. They gonna focus on him. Like, oh, okay, Daniel, he's my backer. We dare you to throw the ball.
True.
Throw the ball, 'cause we gonna stop him. But this was a good win by the Jaguars. But golly, it's just ugly how the coach was, how they started off hot and everything. You lose your quarterback, now the season go downhill. That just sucked. But it was a good win for the Jaguars.
And you hit it on the head real quick. The Colts the next game's at Seattle. Then they got the 49ers coming in on near the Christmas week. Then you have the Jags coming back to you, return game. Then you got to go at Texans. These guys may end up 8-9. Wow. Stats, what you got?
Oh yeah, man. It's disappointing for the Colts, man. You know, the start of the season was so much promise. You know, it gotten so far. You know, to have this injury to the quarterback is definitely devastating. The Jaguars, on the other hand, you know, surprising, but they proved that they're legit, right? I mean, they are legit. You know, as much as we go at Trevor Lawrence, you know, he's definitely put it up this season so far. Riley Leonard, 18 of 29, 145, no touchdowns, 1 INT. Trevor Lawrence, 17 of 30, 244, 2 TDs, no INTs. Jonathan Taylor, 21 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Riley Leonard, also a rushing touchdown today. Travis Etienne, 20 carries, 74 yards, 2 TDs. Alec Pierce, 5 receptions for 80 yards, was Indianapolis's top receiver. Brian Thomas Jr., 3 for 87, was the Jacksonville's top receiver. Tim Patrick and Jacoby Myers both catching touchdowns. QB Trevor Lawrence had an efficient day with 11 to 20 passes. No, that ain't it. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
Jacksonville's defense scored 14 points off 2 turnovers and limited the Colts to after the early injury. Jaguars extended their AFC South lead, while the Colts' loss makes their playoff path more challenging.
Yes, sir.
Major news and injuries. Colts Daniel Jones sustained a significant Achilles injury in the first quarter, was ruled out potentially for the season. Rookie Riley Leonard finished the game at QB for the Colts. This win marks the Jaguars' 11th consecutive home victory against the Colts.
Wow.
So this is like a historical thing for them. You know, they just historically beat the Colts, I guess. So, especially at home.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, disappointing for the Colts, man.
It's a wrap, bro. It's definitely. I mean, that's just too much to put on a rookie quarterback. That just come in. You know what I'm saying? With 4 games left, and that schedule is brutal. And you know, you talk about the Jags still has like the Jets and the Titans. You know, so yeah, they're they in the driver's seat, and they cheering tonight for Kansas City tonight, because then that also put Houston 2 games behind them. So they chilling. Sorry, man. And Daniel Jones, man, was getting ready to win that comeback player and everything. He still may, because he balled. Yeah. He was balling. I must say that big time. So if you didn't watch this game, wow. Titans 31, Browns 29. How do you go for 2 points and not have Shador in the game? And try to run a trick play. Dude has been hot all game pretty much. His numbers, the stats is going to read, allows you to have him in the game. Why wouldn't you? You know he's a threat, passing it. But you try to do some more Philly special, reverse type stuff, and like I will fire you right then and there. Like this is the game that you lose your job. Because this is the game that, even though Titans is horrible like you, this is the game you're supposed to win at home if you're the Browns. You gave up 31 points to the Titans. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. That don't even make sense. And then I mean, let's be real. It was a shootout basically, and Shador earned his rights to be out there. And without him, it wouldn't have happened. That head coach has to go, man. He has to go, bro. Like this is ridiculous. We know that Gabriel's his coach. I mean, that's his quarterback he wants. We know the ownership like Shador. Well, I'm the owner. Well, you gone, bro, for real. Because there's no way Dylan would have been even put up 29 points. What are we looking at different things here? Are we like who's the better quarterback between both of them? To me, it's obvious. Now, I don't know what practice looked like. I don't know what attention to the details look like. I don't know what film works look like. Maybe you don't want to air people's dirty laundry, but I really hope that's the reason why. Because between them two, it's pretty obvious. Man, bad loss for the Browns. Mr. Garrett is still sacking. He's probably going to break the record. But that defense, hey, y'all need to look yourself in the mirror to let Cam Ward and put 31 points on y'all. That's sickening. Big Dog, what you got?
Great thing about it is I ain't taking nothing from Tennessee. I don't want to really take nothing from the game because it turned out to be a decent little game. But what's his name? Kevin Stefanski. That is his name.
Stefanski or whatever, something like that. I know what you're talking about.
Stefanski.
That bum.
Stefanski.
Yeah.
Okay. About that. That bum. This is a family show, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say. He needs to be fired tonight because there's no way you don't have Shador in the game for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's sickly.
He is sabotaging this young man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you not want to give this man that shine? He could have got that 2-point conversion. We don't know what goes on in overtime.
Right.
You didn't want him out there because you didn't want him to get the credit for it. You wanted to get out there, do some type of wildcat play. It was like, oh, I caught that play. Congratulations to me. No, this man was balling the whole game. And you take him out. That's damn near like what Curl did to Beast Mode. You don't run the ball on the 1 yard line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's not right. And we all know he don't like him. Now the owner's got a decision to make.
Yeah.
And if I'm the owners, I would have made it already right now tonight. He has to go. He has to go unless that whole team gonna quit on him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Stats, what you got?
Shador, man. I mean, he surprised me today. He played well. There was two things I noticed, man. There was one thing I noticed as far as offense. He seems to have a knack for finding his receivers with space, right? They get a lot of yardage after the catch, right? He's not getting it to somebody who's immediately tackled, right? These people have room to move around, you know what I mean? So that's something I noticed about him. But then too, offensively, when he does get sacked, you know what I mean? It's always it seems like 15 yards or so. You know what I mean? He just turn around and runs backwards for 20 yards and gets run down. You know what I mean? So I don't know what he's thinking when he does that, but today was a hell of a game for him, and I hope he continues to progress. Cam Ward, 14 of 28, 117, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Shador, 23 of 42, 364, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also had a rushing touchdown today. Quinshon Judkins, next leading rusher. Tony Pollard had a record game today, 25 carries, 161, 2 touchdowns. I don't even know. Tyjae Spears, 2 for 28 was the leading receiver for Tennessee. Harold Fannin, 8 receptions, 114 and a touchdown for Cleveland's receivers. Sanders threw a costly interception in the third quarter that allowed Tennessee to take the lead. They never relinquished. The Browns' loss puts them back in strong contention for the number 1 overall pick for 2026. Sanders showed both promising potential and areas for growth in his third NFL start. The Titans secured a rare victory, improving their record to 2-11 on the season. So yeah, man, it was a good game for him. It's unfortunate they didn't get the win, especially against the Titans, right?
Right.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? And it is, and all you doing is hearing more chirping. You know what I'm saying? More Browns fans. It's, they already don't like the head coach. So it's like, dude, you giving them reasons. You give them, and you do stuff like that. And I'm watching this play, and I'm like, why is this boy on the sideline? Wow. Hey, I don't know. And shit. I mean, yeah, we know y'all not going to the playoffs, but come on, man. Come on, dude. Let that boy do what he got to do.
Out of control.
Yeah, it is. That's bad. That's bad, man. That's real bad. Commanders decided, Mr. Daniels, welcome back to the game, and yeah, a whopping 0. Vikings 31, Commanders 0. And I did not, you know what? I did not see this coming, especially when, I know that Daniels was going to play. We know that JJ has stunk up the whole damn thing. But he did what he had to do on this one. And the Vikings, 0 points, bro. Like, and give up 31. You give up 31, and JJ only had 2 catches, 11 yards. Talking about Justin Jefferson. If you tell me 2-11, he was already bitching. Remember the last game, he was mad as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, I don't know, bro. JJ gonna have to ask for a trade because the other JJ can't get him the ball.
Right.
It can't get him the ball, bro. It can't get him the ball. It's a shame. Yes, they won the game. They're 5-8. They're not going to the playoffs. Washington lost the game. They 3-10. They're not going to the playoffs. But come on, man. Don't your eyes don't let your eyes will tell you what it is. And JJ McCarthy, I don't know if he's it, man. Big dog, what you thinking?
First off, shame on the Commanders head coach. I would have shut Daniels down for the year. I'm shutting him down for the year. You'd have no place, not going to the playoffs. You was already 3-9 before the game started. Now you 3-10. Why keep risking this man to get out there to keep getting injured? I don't understand that. Yeah. He's still a pup, man. He still got years to play in this league. Shut him down.
Yeah, because he got hurt again, didn't he? He banged the elbow.
Yeah, he banged the elbow up, gets hurt again. It's like, come on, man. You got to shut that young man down.
Right.
But like you were saying, I was just looking at this like, yeah, Justin Jefferson, he's out there. He's requesting trade. Because he's just not clicking with his quarterback, brother. You know what I'm saying? I know he's probably texting cousins like, damn, dog, why'd you leave, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not getting it done with this quarterback, and it's sad, but they got a good win, 31-0. I ain't gonna take that from them, but it's a lot of question marks in Minnesota.
Right. Stats, what you got?
Oh man, yeah, this was an ugly one for Washington. No points scored. Total of 206 yards of offense today. 99 passing and 107 rushing today. Total. Jaden Daniels was 9 of 20 for 78 yards and an INT before going out. Marcus Mariota, 2 of 4, 30 yards, 1 INT. Chris Rodriguez Jr. was the leading rusher for Washington with 52 yards. Terry McLaurin, leading receiver with 41 for the Commanders. J.J. McCarthy for the Vikings, 16 of 23, 163, 3 touchdowns today, was sacked 4 times. Aaron Jones Jr. Was the leading rusher, 76 yards, no TDs. Jordan Mason, on the other hand, had a rushing TD today. Jordan Addison, 62 receiving yards today for his leading receiver from Minnesota today. Vikings defense achieved a dominant shutout victory, allowing 0 points. Washington's offense struggled to generate any momentum throughout the game. Minnesota kept their slim playoff chances alive, while Washington was mathematically eliminated from contention. Washington QB Jaden Daniels exited in the third quarter after an injury. Veteran tight end Zach Ertz is feared to have torn his ACL after a gruesome hit. The Vikings showcased a strong, complete team performance at home. Yeah, good win for the Vikings. You know, they've been struggling here recently.
Yeah.
Even without, my man, it was a good win for them. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. How are they even mathematically still? I mean, they 5-8, bro. They're not going to win that division. I mean, Green Bay. We'll talk about them in Chicago and Detroit, all of them. But let us be the first to say it. They have been eliminated. They're not. They're not going to the playoffs. Minnesota's not going to the
Right.
playoffs. So let's stop the madness. Please stop it. But you hit it on the head, big dog. Daniel shouldn't be out there, man. He shouldn't have been out there. And you know what it is Dan Quinn is fighting for his life. He like, I'm fighting for my life, like R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting for his life, bro. So he's got it. He know Mariota ain't it. But I mean, dude, it is what it is. We seen it. We seen Dan Quinn, bro. Like, that first year is always good, and then he melts, man. He melts. His defense is his calling card, and they can't stop anybody. It's bad, man. He gonna get fired again. He will. This a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Oh yeah. I don't know what's going down in ATL, but Seahawks put their hands on them. They put their paws on them, roughed them up a little bit, took their martyr passes and all that stuff. Took everything away from them. 37-9. Yeah, man. You know the minority coaches don't last long. Dude gone. He's gone too. He's out of there, man. They fired him quickly, and he's out of there, bro. He is so gone. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it because Atlanta has so much talent, and Kirk Cousins made the play. Kirk Cousins is stealing money. He's been stealing money. He was okay, like being a backup quarterback, getting paid 40, 50 million. He was fine with that. Then Penix got hurt. Now he's got to play, and it shows that like he's not even prepared. Like we know that Seattle has a tough defense. We know they have smash mouth football as they play. The running game, Sam Darnold can be rattled. We see him been rattled and passed thrown for like 5 interceptions before. But you just let him do whatever he wanted to, and that's just not a good look. And the head coach is on his way up out there. Big dog, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, when you first watched this first half of this game, you were saying to yourself, "Ah, shoot, Atlanta might got a chance." I guess Seattle went in there, regrouped, and said, "Nah, we was just playing." Came out with 5 in the second half.
31 points.
I mean, the special team touchdown that Darnold's throwing touchdowns everywhere. It's like, oh, okay, this game's over with. Let me turn this off. You know what I'm saying? But Atlanta, another one of them teams who got question marks. Like you said, coach might be gone.
Yeah.
Coach is probably gone after this year, and then it's going to be another cycle thing with them, next head coach, and then who's going to be the quarterback, and then who's going to be the quarterback. But good win for Seattle to keep it rolling. Let's see what they do in the playoffs. I'm looking forward to Seattle.
Yeah. Stats, what you got?
Yeah, Seattle, man, they've been, producing all season, man. One of the better defenses in the league, I would think. Sam Darnold, 20 of 30, 249, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT on the day. Zach Charbonnet was a leading rusher with 46 yards. Smith Jigba, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns receiving for Seattle today. Kirk Cousins, on the other hand, 15 of 30, 162 with 2 interceptions. Bijan, 20 carries, 86 yards, no TDs today. Kyle Pitt, leading receiver with 90 yards, no TDs for him. Seattle improved their record to 10-3 with the convincing road win. Staying competitive in the NFC West, Kenneth Walker had a significant run on the Seahawks' first possession, setting the tone for the game. The Seahawks maintained a strong position in the NFC playoff picture, staying a half game ahead of the Rams. Atlanta struggles continued, falling to a 4-9 record on the season. The Seahawks offense was efficient and effective from the start of the game. Seahawks doing what they've been doing, for the majority of the season. The Falcons, dealing with injuries and things. They just, it's just not their season.
Right. Man, that when you look at the NFC West, bro, you got the Rams and Seattle tied, and then San Francisco just below them. We're talking about the 10-3 records and 9-4, bro. Like that's crazy. They're gonna get 3 teams in that playoff. That's crazy, bro. Like that's a tough division, bro. That's tough, man. And the Falcons, I don't know how much it's gonna cost to hit them with the cap, but I'm cutting after the season. We got to end ties with Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's stealing money, man. And we know that the Seahawks defense is tough, but the stats threw out for you about him, man. That's bad, man. It's really bad. Next up, we got the Bills with a impressive Josh Allen game, another one, 39. The Bengals 34. Yeah, man, that's what he does, man. I mean, he doesn't have a number one receiver. He's got a good running back. The defense is mid. You know what I'm saying? They're not a great defensive team, but he wins games. Both teams playing in the snow, and you wouldn't think so because Josh is just doing whatever he wants to do. He's running the ball, throwing the ball. I mean, this is why he was MVP. He's really doing some stuff by himself, truly. And I'm going to say this about the Bengals. I don't know what their schedule is. It's easy to look up real quick. But they're going to ruin somebody's playoffs hopes.
Oh,
They're going to ruin somebody's playoff hopes, dude. Like, they defense sucks. But if you don't have an offense, bro, like, they put points on you. And luckily for everybody who I just said it, they ain't played any. Only team they play that has a playoff chance is the Ravens. Come down the stretch. Everybody else is, the Dolphins is, Cardinals, no, and the Browns. So luckily for other teams, I feel for you Ravens because they gonna come and try to knock you out. They're gonna try to put a 40 piece on them, and the Dolphins get ready, get ready. But a good win for the Bills, man. I mean, hey, more and more just get more impressed with Josh Allen, man. Big time, big dog. What you got?
yeah, I know Cincinnati is sick about this one because they let this slip out of their hand. I mean, to give up that 40-yard touchdown run that Josh Allen, dipped on that. He was like, it was almost like he was over by himself, bro. Like nobody was on that side. You know what I'm saying? Like he ran it in, did that look, and then the interception by Joe, which was crazy because it was like, why would you even throw that knowing that the linebacker right there anyway? I don't know if he saw him or not, but it seemed like clearly he was right there. You can see. But 21 points in the fourth quarter is absolutely insane. Cincinnati, y'all let them come all the way back and win this game, but Josh Allen being Josh Allen for another week. Once again, Buffalo is rolling. Good win for them, though. Good win.
Right.
Stats.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. If I was a playoff team or a team with potential playoff hopes, and I had Bengals on my schedule for the somewhere in the remaining schedule, I would be a little nervous behind that. It's like the perfect time for them to get healthy. Now, if they had a better record, up until this point, they'd have been even more dangerous, right? Right. This game, it looked like the Bengals were going to run away with it early. Around the third quarter is when, they unleashed Josh Allen. The defense picked up, and there were some interceptions thrown. Joe Burrow, 25-36, 284, 4 TDs, 2 INTs today.
Mm.
Saman J. Perine was leading rusher with 31 yards today. T. Higgins, leading receiver with 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki
Gesicki.
and Chase Brown also with receiving touchdowns today. Josh Allen, on the other hand, 22 of 28, 251 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. 78 rushing yards for Josh Allen today. James Cook, leading rusher with 80 yards today. Dawson Knox, 6 receptions for 93 yards, no touchdowns, was the leading receiver. Dalton Kincaid and Khalil Secure and Jackson Hawes all caught TDs today for the Buffalo. Bills defensive back Christian Benford returned for an interception for a touchdown, contributing significantly to the win. Cincinnati's offense was effective early, converting on 7 of 8 third downs in the first half, but struggled to maintain momentum in the late half of the game. The Bills solidified their strong playoff standing, while Bengals' playoff hopes were effectively ended. Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins was cleared to re-enter the game after initial injury scare. The Bills made key second half adjustments, especially defensively. 2 key plays in the fourth quarter flipped the balance of the game in Buffalo's favor. So, yeah, like I said earlier in the game, it looked like the Bengals were going to run away. Late mistakes, cost them the game.
Yeah, man. I mean, what's remarkable that is like it was really snowing, and both of these quarterbacks were just throwing it like it was a regular day. They're just throwing it like, yeah. I mean, that's impressive, big time. Good win by the Bills. Good win. Next up, we have the Broncos 24, the Raiders 17. This game really wasn't that close. A lot of stuff happened at the end to, get them in this one. The Broncos just win, man. They just doing what they need to do before they get to that other showdown. They in first place with a 2-game cushion that may be 3 over the Chargers after the Chargers they play Monday night. Um, hey, man, Sean Payton is doing what he does, man, because Bo Nix is solid. He's not a great quarterback, but he's doing what he needs to do for that team, big time.
Mm-hmm.
And the Raiders, man. I mean, Mr. Genty, you remember beginning of the season, he wanted the ball more and all this kind of stuff like that. I mean, dude only had 10 carries. Geno Smith is definitely not the guy. Pete Carroll is not the head coach. I mean, he's not the guy for to be a head coach. It's just a lot of stuff that needs to be changed in this organization. They continue to just be not even mid, bro. Like they 2-11, man. It's really bad out there. They 1-6 at home. It's a bad product. And you got some good players. I mean, I love Brock Bowers. You know what I'm saying? He, of course, Crosby, but Denver they just continue to win, man. 11-2, very impressive. Big dog, what you got?
This was a good win by Denver. They knew they had to go in here and take care of business. Las Vegas is going to have a totally different coaching staff next year because I'm pretty sure everybody's going to get fired.
Hope
So
so.
they're going to rebuild over there. And to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to the game next week for Denver and the Green Bay Packers. Let's see can the Broncos keep it
Mm,
rolling going into the playoffs. Like I want to see them to keep rolling, see how good they really are.
right, right. Stats, what you got?
Oh man, Denver, another great win. But for the Raiders to be that even, to be that close in the game, is a shocker to me. Bo Nix, 31 of 38. Damn, only 7 incompletions, 212 yards though. No TDs, no INTs. RJ Harvey, leading rusher, 17 carries, 75 yards, 1 TD. Bo Nix also had a rushing TD on the day. Cortland Sutton with 62 yards was the leading receiver for them. No other receiving touchdowns today. Geno Smith, 13 of 21, 116, one touchdown. Kenny Pickett, 8 of 11, 97 yards, one touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, 10 carries for 30 yards, no touchdowns, leading rusher. Jack Beck, BECH, 50 yards, no TDs, was leading receiver. Brock Bowers caught a touchdown, and also Shedrick Jackson caught a touchdown for the Raiders today. Um, Denver secured a crucial road victory to maintain their strong position in the AFC playoff race. Geno was 13 of 21, 116, one touchdown before his exit due to injury. The Broncos' win solidifies their hold on a playoff spot while the Raiders have been mathematically eliminated. Raiders starting QB Geno Smith exited the game multiple times with hand and shoulder injuries,
He always.
eventually being replaced by Kenny Pickett. The game showcased the Raiders' organizational struggles this season, falling to 2-11 on the season. So yeah, man, I wasn't expecting that score to be that close, but again, a good win for the Broncos to solidify their playoff spot.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, they trying to get that number one seed and all that kind of stuff like that. So good win by them. All right, so let me go ahead and we had the Packers and Bears. Let me go ahead and get the score together for this one real quick. Uh, this is a game that beginning of the season, nobody thought this was going to happen. To see who was going to be in first place, as they say. But Packers is doing what they need to do. Packers 28, Bears 21. Very impressed. Like I said, I'm just very impressed with Coach Johnson. He's got the Bears believing they was behind you know big time and they fought tooth and nail and had opportunity to tie the game and it just came up short. Jordan Love is, I mean, he done put about what 2 to 3 good games back to back.
Yep.
Maybe this is the Jordan Love that we were talking about that we expected. To do what they need to do. We already know the defense is tough. He's had a lot of injuries as far as receivers and things like that. But yeah. Stats, I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk about the game. I know this is your team, Green Bay, and do the stats, and we'll pick up after you.
All right. Yeah, man. Caleb Williams, 19 to 35, 186 yards, 2 TDs, 1 INT. DeAndre Swift, leading rusher rather, 63 yards on the day. No touchdowns rushing today. Luther Burden, the third, 67 yards, leading receiver. Colston Loveland and Olamide Zacchaeus, both with touchdowns receiving today. Jordan Love, on the other hand, 17 to 25, 234, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. Josh Jacobs, 20 for 86, 1 touchdown today. Christian Watson, 4 receptions for 89 yards, 2 TDs for him today. And then Bo Melton, 1 for 45 and a touchdown for him. Let me see. Keshawn Nixon sealed the game with an interception of Caleb Williams in the end zone with 22 seconds left. The Packers improved to 9-3-1 and took sole possession of first place in the NFC North. This massive division win moves the Green Bay into the 2 seed in the NFC playoff picture. The game was a physical, intense battle played in extreme cold with first place in division on the line. Josh Jacobs scored the go-ahead touchdown for Green Bay with less than 4 minutes remaining on the day. So, yes, great win for what looks like 2 really evenly matched squads this season. It's great that we maintain our dominance over the Bears. You know what I mean? Being it's a big rivalry. Yeah, and I'm happy. I can't complain right now. We're succeeding to a degree.
What's crazy is when you see that schedule, like the Packers play Broncos, then they have to play the Bears again. I mean,
Yep.
y'all couldn't put the Birds at the end. Like, damn, we just paid them 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Like, that's
Right.
crazy. And the Packers' schedule is not easy, bro. I mean, they got the Broncos at the Broncos, got to go at the Bears, then they got the Ravens coming in, and then they got to go at the Vikings. Yeah, man. Woo,
Mm.
what you got? What your thoughts on the game, big dog?
A good divisional matchup right here. I mean, late game interception by Caleb Williams, so Green Bay can still to win. But I'm looking excited for 2 weeks from now to see this game again because that game is going. Because that game is pretty much probably going to decide who wins that division.
Right.
So it's like this is just hyping it up for 2 weeks from now. Caleb can watch film, see what he did wrong, the way he can correct and everything. Same for Jordan Love. This is going to be a good game in 2 weeks from now.
It's the crazy thing is both teams have a difficult schedule because let's see, the Birds they got the Browns. They go ahead and knock them out. They come to Soldier Field, but then they got the Packers, like we said. Then the Birds has to go to 49ers, and then they have the Lions coming in. So your last three games against playoff caliber teams, the Birds. So this is man. This is crazy. And talking about that division's tough, man. I mean, we already talked about the NFC West, but that North with Green Bay 9-3-1, Chicago 9-4, and Detroit 8-5. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. This is It's getting good. It's getting real good. Last but not least, as far as the teams of the early slates today, you got the Rams. Let me go ahead and get that together. I think nobody is surprised with this outcome of this game. I don't even know who's suiting up and playing for the Cardinals anymore. I mean, it is what it is with them. God bless them. They're trying, but not hard enough. Rams 45, Cardinals 17. Total beat down in Arizona. It's bad. I mean, for real, man. And I love some Jacoby, but Jacoby, he always starts off strong and then he fades. And
Mm-hmm.
when Brissett is your leading rusher, you know you're in trouble because he's not no running quarterback. He's not that. And Stafford is continuing to do MVP stuff, man. I mean, the dude is doing what he needs to do, man. Very impressive. He's long in the tooth. He's doing what he does. And the Rams is another scary team that you do not want to see. So a great road win for them. Puka's doing what Puka does. Impressive, always. Big dog, what's your thoughts on this game?
It's starting to look like NFC playoff race is going to be a problem because
Yeah.
if I'm any team, I don't want to see the Rams at all because they got way too much firepower, bro. You got two great running backs. Their receiving core is good. How the hell y'all let Delonte Swain go over there anyway? Like, this is just all messed up. Stafford's going to play till he's 50 as long as he got these weapons.
Right.
Because that offense looked good, dude. Like, they're humming. He can make another run to the playoffs. It was a good win by them. They're supposed to beat them like this, but the Rams are scary.
Mm-hmm.
The scary thing is that we talked about the West and we talk about the North, NFC West and North. They have legit 6 teams that could go to the playoffs. Somebody ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the Eagles who's gonna win that division, right? And then you got the Bucks and Carolina, whoever win that. Like it's I don't know, man. It's tough. It is tough. Yeah, somebody's gonna be upset, big time. I don't know. Stats, what you got on this game?
Oh yeah, big win for the Rams. Matt Stafford, 22 of 31, 281 yards, 3 touchdowns passing for the day. Blake Corum with 12 carries for 128 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. With Kyron Williams backing him up at 84 yards and 1 touchdown today. Puka Nakua, which had 135 plus yards at halftime. of today's game. Ends with 7 receptions, 167 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the day.
Sickening.
Kobe Parkinson backs him up with 32 yards, 1 TD. Devontae only 29 yards on the day. Jacoby Brissett, 25 of 44, 271, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. Brissett was also leading rusher with today for 22 yards. Leading receiver was Michael Wilson, 11 receptions for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns for him today. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Stafford passed for 281 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Rams maintained their position atop the NFC playoff picture, tied for the NFC West lead with Seattle. Coach Sean McVay traveled to the game after a stomach flu, scared. The Cardinals had several injuries, including DL Bilal Nichols, left tackle Paris Johnson, and safety Jalen Thompson, hamstring. Rookie RB Blake Corum rushed for 128 yards, 2 touchdowns on 12 carries.
Hey, bro, I love it.
What's up, man? What's up?
Nah, look, Paul Knights. As a barber, I love this show. It's every stage of beard growth. Hey, big time. Says sports and beards.
Hey, dog.
That's crazy. Love it. Thank you.
So who's the? I guess I'm the final stage with the gray, huh?
Right.
Love it.
Damn.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Polar Knights. Hey, big shout out to you. Big time. That's dope. That's really dope. All right, we got 2 games remaining in the schedule. We got tonight's game. We got the Texans at the Chiefs. We got 7-5 versus 6-6. KC is a 3.5 point favorite. Talking about both teams need this, but if the Chiefs lose this, is the Wicked Witch dead, or are they dead? I mean, season pretty much over with for them. And it's at KFC. I mean, it's I'm gonna say KFC. It's at Kansas City, so you know it's tough to beat them there. It's tough. Houston's been coming on. Their defense is remarkable, but do they have the offense? Because the Chiefs, they got defense. They got beat up against Dallas. Their defense did, but can C.J. Stroud duplicate that? I don't know. Big Dog, what's your thoughts on this game?
You got KC playing at the KFC Yup Center.
Hey, I try to put them there in the bucket.
Houston, Texas, bro, going to have to put up points tonight. They're going to have to put up points to win this game because we already know what Patrick Mahomes he can do over there. If Houston wants to win this game, you're going to have to put up points against these boys because KC already know they season's on the line. They got to win out regardless. So they got to win this game. So Houston, if you want to be one of them teams, you got to come in here and win this game. But I got KC winning.
Okay. Stats, what you thinking?
I think I'm gonna go with KC winning too. Being that they're the more tested team. Texans, definitely, making, some headway this season, as far as their progression. They have a slightly better record than KC this year, and but you can never count Mahomes out, right? He's always gonna, especially when times is hard. So both teams fighting for a playoff spot. The Texans currently holding a wild card position, and the Chiefs just outside. A Texans win would solidify their standing and could potentially knock the Colts out of a playoff spot, while the Chiefs' loss would severely jeopardize the chances of making the postseason and ending their streak of 9 consecutive AFC West titles. Houston boasts an elite defense, ranking number 1 in the NFL in defensive expected points added per play and 4th in passing defense. allowing an average of just 174 passing yards a game. This unit, featuring strong edge play rushers with Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, will challenge Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. Chiefs offensive line injuries. Kansas City's offense is hampered by significant injuries on the offensive line. Left tackle Josh Simmons is on IR. Starting right guard Trey Smith and right tackle Juwan Taylor are both listed as doubtful. This could be a major factor against the Texans' potent pass rush. Despite the Chiefs' inconsistent supporting cast and a 6-6 record, quarterback Pat Mahomes is playing at an MVP level. Wide receiver Rashee Rice has been a catalyst since returning from suspension, accumulating 486 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns over recent weeks. The Chiefs have won the previous 5 meetings against the Texans, including a 23-14 victory in last season's AFC divisional playoff game. Houston enters tonight's game on a 4-game winning streak. So yeah, man, defense and then injuries to, Kansas City's front line could be the catalyst to the game.
Well, they just lost another one. They just lost another lineman. First series, I don't know if it was the tackle or Wane, whatever. He's out of there, so he's done. Mahomes is praying and everything. So, yeah. But like you said, to me, CJ is going to have to be special tonight. He has to be special. You can't. It can't be 20-17 or not, because Mahomes is going to do you in, especially at Kansas City. So they got to really get, the defense got to do what they got to do, step up. The offense has to put points on her, like Mark said, big time. But I'm going to ride with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will take care of business. Last but not least, we got a big game. Actually, Monday night, we got the Eagles, who are, oh, man, all kinds of stuff going on with the Eagles. 8-4, Chargers 8-4, Philly 1.5 point favorite. Eagles is probably the most talented team still in the league, but stuff is just going on with that team, man. That's crazy. Because if they get their head on right, they probably could win. At least go back to the Super Bowl. Because it's going to be tougher because there's a lot of great teams in that, in the NFC. The Chargers, they're just trying to keep pace with the Broncos. They're clearly in right now in the playoffs, but you got to have this if you're the Chargers. You have to have this. You at home. Eagles is wounded. They fighting among themselves. It is what it is. Big Dog, what's your thoughts on this game?
See, this game's going to be interesting because Herbert's questionable.
Ooh.
So we don't know if he's playing or not tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? So if he don't play, then Philly, you better go in there on the road to get this win. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get this win. If Herbert is in there, now we talk about something different, but he still ain't gonna be 100%. You know what I'm saying? So all this is going to evolve around what Herbert looks like. If he plays, Chargers has a chance, regardless. They're gonna have a chance. If he don't, Philly, you better go get that road win.
Right. That is, yeah. What you got, Stats?
Yeah, man, big game for both teams. Both entered the game with identical records. A win for either side is crucial for fending off wild card contenders and staying in the mix for division titles or potential first-round buys. Major storyline is the health of the Chargers QB, Justin Herbert, who expects to play despite having recent surgery to repair a broken bone in his non-throwing hand. The Eagles are also dealing with injuries, including star defensive tackle Jalen Carter and right tackle Lane Johnson, who are both sidelined for the game. The Chargers offense, led by the productive Herbert, is up against the Eagles' pass rush, is tied for 22nd in the league in sacks. The Eagles' run game, featuring star running back Saquon Barkley, could be a key factor against the hit or miss Chargers run defense. The Eagles are trying to avoid the third consecutive loss, a skid that could severely impact their title defense momentum. The Chargers are coming off a 31-14 win over the Raiders in Week 13. In major news, this game will feature a unique Monsters Fun Day football broadcast on ESPN2, Disney Channel, and Disney Plus, where the game will be animated in real time within the universe of the movie Monsters Inc.
Mm.
So kids, you got some interest in some animated football, man, go check that out.
Right. Polar Knights is hitting home runs. Give Mr. Stats a Santa hat. The gray bird draws in the single moms. Wow. Woo! It's the season to me. That's on Twitch too. That's on Twitch. That's good stuff. So, Stats, who you
Santa
got?
hat and the gray beard.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah, y'all go send that to P.O. Box Will Woods. Send that. I'll wear that next week. Yeah,
Crazy.
I'll put this shit on. Man. We gonna give me a red hoodie.
Who you got in this game, man? Who you got in this game?
Shit, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man. Being that they're at home, the Eagles have been somewhat dysfunctional this year. I can kind of see them up and down. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers in this, being at home.
Cool, big dog. Who you got?
I'm going if Herbert plays. I'm going with the Chargers.
Right. I think the Chargers is leading more. And I think Carter out, that hurts big time. I think they, like I said, they're probably going to have him with a splint or brace, kind of like Aaron Rodgers has been wearing on that non-throwing, that kind of stuff like that. So it is what it is. I'm a rock with the Chargers also big time. All right. Mr. Stats, what you leaving the people with?
Oh, God bless you. Good night, man. Happy holidays. We're looking forward to Christmas. I hope you guys have gotten everything taken care of. Watching that turkey eating and pies and cookies and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from it. Let's hit this new year running.
Speaking of running, real quick, I do want your perspective on one thing. What's going on with your basketball team, man? You okay? What's going on with Pope and them?
Ooh. I've been watching these last few weeks, and it's the same thing. It's a recurring theme with us. For one, I don't like the offense.
Mm-hmm.
The offense seems like it's five guys standing around the 3-point line. We got a couple 7-footers that don't touch the paint. I'm not understanding that at all. That worries me. Another thing is we can't shoot. And the couple guys that we do have that can shoot can't get open, right? You know what I mean? Like I said, it's that five guys on the 3-point line thing going on. I'm not sure what's going on. Another thing is excessive turnovers in each of the games that we've lost so far to these higher ranked teams or whatever. We've thrown it away, 20 times a game. Like, I don't understand what that is. Maybe it's the fact that we don't have a true point. There's a couple guys that played that I don't think should be in the game. Cam Williams has shown me nothing all season. Now we do have a couple injuries, some big guys that are injured, hopefully, we get those big guys in the game or whatever, then we can kind of, draw some attention inside, in the paint rather, kind of open up some of these shooters on the outside. But, so far, no defense, no shooting. Some of the worst shots I've seen from a Kentucky team in years. Just air balls, front of the rim. These are middies that are not even touching the backboard. It's ugly out there. So I'm not sure what it is. My coach is a little too nice. I want to see him get angry. You out there on the court, you getting beat down by 20, 30 points, and I don't see any anger in you. You know what I mean? Like you know, and then the players, their body language sucks. You know what I mean? They're out there as soon as they get down 5 or 6 points. You know what I mean? They start hanging their head. We don't have a go-to guy for scoring. You know what I mean? And we think that would be Ortega, but you know, Ortega's, I don't know. I don't know. He's not aggressive enough for me. You know, I don't think we have anybody with real aggression on the squad. I think everybody's kind of looking for the next guy to make that shot. Yeah, and that's what we're dealing with. And then the excuses after the game, man, and just hearing, you know, Pope, you know, and at first I loved his positivity. I loved the fact that he, you know, never got too up or down or whatever. But now when you're in a position that you're in now, you know, with things going as bad as they are, with there's no like real breakdown of the game in the post game, right? It's real quick answers. Oh, we're gonna fix this. This is totally unacceptable. Blah blah
Right.
blah. I'm tired of hearing that.
Coaches
You know what I mean?
speak.
Critique your team, man. Yeah, we can't shoot. We went out there, we turned the ball over 50 times. That's unacceptable, right? Like these are things that we need to work on, right? Not just you know, there's a lot of things that we need to work on and we will fix it and we won't sleep until we wake up and fix it. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand the man, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's definitely got to get a mean bone in his body and go out there and actually, you know, put belt to ass to these players, man, because I mean, for the income that these guys are making, this definitely is unacceptable, right? And somebody should kick your ass and boo you off the floor. Like that shit was crazy, man. I watched that, man, and oh my God, like and I felt like booing, you know what I mean? Just like, damn, you know. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But these last few weeks with them, I don't understand it, man. But then too, you know, we're gonna have to get these injuries, you know, sorted, and hopefully by end of season we'll be a different team.
Right. I think the problem is real quick. Like Creighton's, he blew his knee out in like last January or February, so he ain't go. Even when he does come back, he ain't gonna be back to what he was right off the. And he's inside. I think you hit it on the head. You ain't got no shooting. I don't care who comes back. If you can't shoot the ball, you're not gonna beat nobody. And Ortega, you know, when he went to see, we seen this happen before. He went to the NBA combine and stuff like that, and they told him you need to shoot more threes. So they done took the aggression away from him. So he's trying to impress the NBA. Dude, don't worry about that. You should have left last year if that's the case, because ain't nobody looking at that stock now with what's going on. You're not playing defense. You half-ass running. That's and you hit it on the head also, Pope, man. You better get it. You better get it together, sir. You saw what they did with Billy G.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then don't be afraid to critique these guys, man. You know, he's too soft on them, right?
Right.
We won't rest until we figure this out. We won't sleep until. Yeah, I don't
no
like
sleep in Brooklyn.
I don't like it at all, man.
Big
Get
dog.
out there and shoot, man. You know,
Right.
develop
Big
an
dog.
offense.
What you leave the people with, big dog?
Man, have a great work week. Be careful, because we SoCal supposed to get some weather tonight, so y'all be safe out there.
Ooh-wee. He hit it on the head. Be safe, guys. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate you guys. We out. Peace.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show.